The Vancouver Canucks held their end-of-season locker clean-out day, and Elias Pettersson had some very interesting words to speak about that. Let's bring in the coach, Bruce Boudreau. Bruce, you coached Pettersson for parts of 2 seasons. 1 goal in 13 games in these playoffs, a huge disappointment. And here's what he had to say on his way out, and I'm quoting Pettersson now. "It'll be nice to get a break from everything. It's been a very noisy season in terms of the contract and how crap I've been over the last few months." I'll use the word crap so we don't have to get beeped out. What do you think of what he had to say?
Well, you know, one of the things I can tell you right now is his standards for himself are very high. I think I've said it on this program before that he thinks, and I think rightfully so, that he's one of the best players in the NHL. So when his standards don't meet what he thinks they are, he's calling it out. He's calling himself out. He's owning it, and I'm sure it wasn't for lack of trying or lack of will or lack of want, but I mean, he knows he didn't play up to his standard. Here's a guy that wants to play against the best in the league, wants to challenge the best in the league, and he just didn't get the job done, and he's sitting there and saying, "I'll be better next year. It'll be quieter. There won't be any contract talk. Let me play."
You know way better than I do. You coached him for about 100 games. My initial impression when I hear him make these comments is that he's taking a shot at those who were openly critical and not necessarily of himself. But you interpret it as him saying, "Yes, I realize I've not been good." Is that the way you interpret this?
Yeah, that's like, I just know him that when he's good, he wants to be on the ice all the time. When he's bad, he knows he's bad, but he thinks he's the best player on the ice all the time. Or he wants to be the best player on the ice all the time. Now, taking a shot at the critics, all he did was, to me, is say, "Hey, I know I was bad. I don't need to hear it anymore. I've been hearing it for the last 2 months that I haven't played well, and I know I haven't been playing well. Let's clean it up. Let's wait till next year, and then I'll show you what I got."
I'll tell you what, he better deliver next season, Coach, because he's just going into year 1 of his 8-year contract that makes him the 5th highest paid player in the NHL starting next season.